What's up, guys? Welcome to the Heart of the Dragon podcast. Today, I'm just going to do a quick episode and um, I'm just going to kind of do like a daily thoughts kind of thing. Um, and in between the bigger episodes that I have planned. So, today, I thought I would just talk a little bit about a book I've been going through called Becoming a King by Morgan Snyder. It's a pretty good book, and it's just about restoring the heart of man and just finding that connection with our masculinity, because masculinity in our culture is so under attack. And you honestly have no idea why it's such a horrible thing to be a man, but it is. I have no idea why. Um, I mean, I get that women should be empowered and all of that, and I think there's just kind of a confusion between roles of what a man and a woman should be in the home specifically. Like, it's not like roles are here and like man's up here and she's down here. Roles are like this. Like, just because you have different roles doesn't mean your positions ain't different. Um, but men, he talks about in this book how masculinity is under attack, like I said, and how men have become so disconnected. And I'll share the quote. Our passivity will only increase the casualties. We must turn with increasing measure to our Father to be trained as a warrior, to become the kind of man who not only has the heart to give his life heroically, but also has the skills and strength to do it effectively. So, I'm a couple chapters into this book, but there's this massive emphasis on like, just the heart of man and like what we were meant to do. There are some things that men were meant to do and women weren't meant to do, and our culture is so against that idea. And like I said, it's not like just because we're meant to do this means that they're down here because they're meant to do something else. We are so different. Men and women are so different. We are not the same in any way. We think completely different. Yeah, maybe some ways, but mostly completely different. And a lot of us act completely different. We think different. Like I said, we just a lot of different things. And I'm not going to get too deep into it. If you're offended by it, shut the video off and go the frick away, because I don't give a crap. This is for men, obviously. Um, there's nothing wrong with masculinity. I don't understand why our culture is so against it. And what it says here, our passivity will only increase the casualties, and you see that. It causes so much destruction in marriages when men are passive and they don't step up and lead. And when men don't step up and lead, then women feel the need to do that, and it causes even more destruction in the home. And then you see, like, in the home, the children growing up, and the cycle just kind of continues, because you see that. You see your parents doing that. You see your father being passive. You grow up to be passive, and it just needs to stop. Stop being so passive. Like it says, it will increase the casualties. And I think, like, what this book emphasizes, and some of his other books that I've read, are how many of us men grow up with some sort of disconnect with our own biological fathers, or whatever it is. Maybe you grew up in a home and was adopted, but still, like, there's some sort of disconnect with fatherhood and sonship. And it talks about in the book also entering sonship and just seeing God as a father, and not just God. And seeking a father to train us to not be passive, to be the warrior, to be the leader, to step up, to become the man who not only has the heart to give his life, but has the skills and strength to do it effectively. So, like, the skills and strength, it just talks so much about what it is to be a man in this book, just it talks about the simple thing of just carrying a pocket knife around. I mean, it sounds like a crazy thing. It's like, why would you need to carry a pocket knife around in this day and age? That's some people would say that's barbaric. What do you need that for? Blah blah blah. And it's just like this simple idea, just like a man with a knife could save the world is what he says at some point. And it's just like how we were created to be is just someone who can build, who can fix things like that. I know some men aren't good with like fixing things, but we were meant not just physically to build, but to like build others up, to help others, to grow others, to lead others. We are not meant to be these passive guys just sitting in the corner of the room on that chair, looking at a magazine or watching a TV show. We're not meant to be passive. We are meant to be invested in our families, in our marriage, in our children's lives. And we've just become so passive. And that is just kind of my thoughts I had today. And that's what I'm learning a lot about, is not to be so passive and to be more assertive and to take charge, because that's what we were meant to do. We were meant to lead our families. We were meant to be the head of the household. Our culture would argue that, but I beg to differ when I see the woman trying to lead the household. Not trying to offend anybody, but it's a disaster. The man needs to step up and lead. Men, step up and lead. And that's my thought of the day. Stay epic, stay metal. Go out there and slay your demons. Don't wait. Do it today.